3, 2, 1, fight. Weapon immediately up to speed. Sam trying to get to the center and then hold on for just a moment. Tries to get him into the red hazard, but not quite able to. Is managed to keep himself away from that weapon, trying to dance around the outside of Little Bop there. But that little finger on the front does get underneath, pushes the wedge of Drifter up into the weapon. Gets a good tap on it, a couple more there, putting a little bit of a chip into that titanium plate at the front. And sure enough, that little grinder is doing its job. It is bending that front a little bit. But the low wedge still working pretty well. The finger on the front of Little Bop, though, definitely the lower of the wedges as Sam just pushes himself hard into the weapon. He is kind of winning this pushing match, though. And as Caleb backs off just a little bit, gets himself towards the wall, Sam nearly gets him out the blue push-out. Very close one there, as he now ends up on top of Little Bop, getting a little bit of a grind on the bottom of his Drifter there. So far, so good. Not a whole lot of damage. Both of them bouncing into the blue hazard. A good tick off the front there for Little Bop, tossing Drifter back a bit, grinding away at the front. And there you go. There's a good contact. Flips him well over onto the other side. Still functional, completely invertible bot, although his controls are probably backwards at this point. Nonetheless, he still managed to get under Little Bop, tries to push him towards the blue push-out. Not quite able to, and now slightly under the front of Little Bop, who's trying to push him originally towards the blue hazard, but now towards the wall. Unfortunately, Bop takes a wheel to the hazard, bounces off himself, losing control. Now into the side of Drifter, who is able to drive out the side, get away from it. Taking an opportunity to re-engage, almost gets an opportunity to push into the blue hazard, but Bop gets out of the way in time. Now over towards the closed red push-out area. The 1:17 on the clock, Drifter giving a bit of a push towards the red starting corner. And despite the fact that he's up on top of the wedge of Bop, seems to be largely winning the pushing match. Although it's not going to be there. Now he's going back the other direction. Bop getting him towards the wall. 1 minute left. A little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. Lots of aggression shown from both bots here. Vying for position in the center there, trying to get a push into something, either the side out or possibly into that red hazard there. Caleb's got him very close to it. Can't quite direct him there, and now the tide is turning. He's actually ending up on the other side, but unfortunately with only 2 wheels on the ground, Drifter is not able to win that pushing match. He just doesn't have enough grip. 38 seconds. Both disengaging, trying again from a different angle here. Oh, this time Bop ramps up on top of Drifter, but manages to get off. 30 seconds still to go. Bop now broadsided to Drifter. Hits it into the red hazard. A good little tap there. Drives over top as Drifter gets him over towards the blue push-out area. But quickly, Caleb gets out of the way. Good driving there because that was getting close. Narrowly misses the blue hazard. Once again, toe-to-toe in the center. A little piece of nut strip comes off that was loose earlier. 10, 9, 8, 7. Quickly trying to find their way. Can they get to a push-out? 4, 3. Hard hit on the front. Flip over, and time is up. That's the end of the match, so we will go to a judge's decision. All right, judges deliberated, and the winner is going to be Caleb. Congratulations.